Now, how excited are you?
Hey, I was not expecting that I'm gonna be so excited, to be honest.
Good morning, comrades, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Nürburgring, the video that everyone has been waiting for over the last couple of months, because today, namely, the track is finally reopened again, and we'll be going for the very first lap of the year, of course, with our GR86. In case you missed the video where I announced the car and all the plans with it, check it out 2 days ago. But now, Maggie, let's jump in and do our first lap of 2023. Let's go. Roll the B-rolls, Adrian. Depress brake and clutch, push ignition to start. Almost forgot how to drive a car after 4 months of winter stop. Good that we have some...
But almost doesn't count.
Almost doesn't count. You got it right. The most important thing...
Ta-da!
You look a bit different though with glasses. Off we go! Woohoo! Excited. We are currently already, as you could have seen in the intro, on the TF car park. I'm just gonna do one thing. What a lot of people that know is that, oh, they're already pushing the first car. We can... The year has started very well for some, but good that he broke down in a car park and not on track. That's also a way to look at it. So, what many people don't know is that from here you can already proceed to the left, but we are going to turn to the right, which is a bit inconvenient with the current situation of guys pushing the car. No, do not want to like make content out of this, but I want to show to people that there ahead is the ticket office where you buy your ticket for the Nürburgring Nordschleife of all public sessions. As of this year, for the first time in 5 years or 6 years, depends on how you count, the prices have been increased. So a lap between Monday to Thursday costs you 30 euros, and between Friday and Sunday and other public holidays during the week will cost you 35 euros. Well, the card that I showed you before, of course the long-term subscribers know already, this is a yearly pass which allows you to do unlimited laps on the Nordschleife and also the GP track during the public sessions. This year it costs 3,000 euros, which makes the break-even point around 100 laps, I think, which is very easy, relatively doable. And if you had ordered it before January 11th or something, it would cost you, I think, 2,500 euro, which I of course did. And as you could have seen, you can also customize it and put whichever picture on you would like. And I decided, you know what, every time I go through the track, I want to be reminded to take it easy and to come back home safely. Nürburgring personnel. Hi!
Danke!
Bis später! Ciao!
Saskia kommt auch gleich.
Ich habe sie gesehen! Ja, ich weiß!
Good, and then you proceed onto the track. By the way, the 2 left barriers are also suitable for right-hand driven cars from UK or Japan. Now, how excited are you?
Hey, I was not expecting that I'm gonna be so excited, to be honest.
Yeah, as you can see, it starts raining a bit. Now, a couple of driver excuses. We're not going to send it, absolutely, for a ton of reasons. This is gonna be probably the biggest driver excuse book ever. First of all, as you can see, we have only 659 kilometers on the clock of the GR86. This means I kind of want to break it into 1,000. The dealer said 500 is also fine, 1,500 would be the traditional way. I think 1,000 would be good. Next thing is the first lap of the year. We have 8 months to go. I have nothing to prove. And I need to remember where the track goes. I think we're going to the right here. Oh no, we need to turn into the left curbstone. Another thing, there have been resurfacing works. Yesterday it was the NLS endurance race, and they leave lots of slicks, like a tire on the tarmac, so the track is also extra slippery. Let's take the first curb of the year. Let's go. As you can see, I'm indicating to show the car behind me that I allow it to go past me, that I will stay on the right side, because overtakings are only allowed on the left side as on the public road, because the public road rules apply. Nice Cayman GT4 coming through. Let's go. Take the Sabine Schmitz curve. Tom Stamp, you had one job. He just he messaged in the group like, oh, I'm taking pictures at Sabine Schmitz. I'm like, I'm coming out now with the GR86. And there he was, and there he wasn't. Woohoo!
There. In cabrio. Okay.
Yeah. Woo! I said something about taking it easy, but we need to slow down ourselves because we see that here it might be tricky conditions, very tricky, slippery. Watching out, that could have been a very expensive, nasty one. Big difference, of course. We need to remind ourselves that during the wet you have to drive completely different line than you do in the dry, because as mentioned, during dry cars leave lots of rubber on the track, and in the wet it becomes like ice. Here it seems to be kind of slippery. We're gonna let the car pass. Go, fly, little fella, fly. And here it starts raining properly. Woohoo! It's so weird being out here again.
It is.
It's like, it really is kind of weird. Because I still have this like remembrance, like, okay, I remember where the track goes, but at the same time, like, I haven't been here in 4 months. I also haven't done any like significant sim practice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice. It's gonna come back in a few more laps. It's nice. And here now it starts raining properly. Look at that, he has a dog cage in the back. By the way, it is allowed to take your animals out on track. It doesn't mean you should. If you are going to do it, make sure that they are properly secured with a strap, with a cage, with everything. Because race car, you know, with a cage. But yeah, if your dog does not cope well with the stress, why should you do it? Let's let this VR6 behind us pass as well. No, it's a GTI. I just saw the badge because earlier I was checking out a Golf 3 VR6, and obviously of a Golf 4 there is no VR6. There's only R32. Alright. One more BMW, let's let them pass as well. Is that Niels, our Swedish friend? Yeah, it is! It's our old mechanic. So cool. Coming down the Foxhole, using the sign as a reference point to turn in, take the curb for the photographer. Also need to put the temperature in the tires. There is the first videographer. I wonder if it's Auto Addiction or Stateside Supercars. There's a new sign that I haven't seen before last year for fire extinguisher. A Renault Megane coming through. The thing that I still have to get used to are the indicators. They don't really want to go back by themselves. How you like the car so far, Maggie?
I like it.
Yeah, me too. It invites you to drive faster than you should.
I just wanted to say, but wait, we need to make a round normally.
True. We need to check out the track conditions, but so far,
no,
it's good.
Cool.
It's really good.
But it can be really, really fast and fun.
Yeah.
Like really. Just the track is slippery, really.
It is. It's one of my favorite corners once you have a well set up car with warm tires. It starts raining again here slightly. Need to get this heel and toe mastered back up again, as well as the left foot braking. Someone commented on the video of me in the GR Yaris with Walter Earl, asking like, why don't you do left foot braking? Because I forgot! Here is, by the way, important notice, second exit that you can take. That's why there are also speed limits, because safety emergency vehicles can come in and out here, and you really do not want to run into an ambulance. something that someone has done, crashed fully into an ambulance on track. Try to explain that to your insurance. Going to allow the links. At the curb, using the first sign on the brakes. It's always extra cautious because if it's wet here, it's properly wet. I'm slowly increasing the RPMs because first I was keeping it up until 4,000. I think we can go towards 5 now. Yeah. Whew. This part they did lots of cutting of the hedges on the left, so you can look into the corner very nicely. Seems to be slippery here still, so taking it smoothly. Let the car behind us pass. Is that a 135 or something? Italian plate. He came from afar. Smooth curve. Love this corner. I wonder what gear we should be in this car. Let's take it in 5th. Nice, nice, nice. Temperature all nominal. Always check your temperature in this section of the track because you might not feel it, but it goes uphill, and this is where lots of cars are actually overheating during the lap. That's why take it extra easy and smooth through here. Checking the mirrors for overtaking. Yeah, we're leaving enough space. Lots of sand on the left here from yesterday, because this means someone probably crashed and spilled the oil during the race. So they had to clean it up.
First carousel.
Need to do a picture for. So alongside the track there are photographers in purple vests who take pictures that you can afterwards purchase on the website called racetracker.de. And a lot of them, of course, when you drive through the many years and just when you're regular, you start to know the photographers. For example, this was Martin. He's always standing in the carousel. Sometimes there are others that you can recognize because they either have their favorite spot or they have some features that you can recognize them. For example, Claire from Nordschleife Pigs, she's always wearing a pink hat. And many more. So yeah, check out racetracker.de where you can buy your official picture. Ooh, we're approaching the Wipperman challenge. Take the first curb. Yeah, there is Ulrike. And that's why a lap can be extra expensive here, because it's not the consumables and the lap ticket that you spend your money on, but actually the the pictures with 10 or more euro a piece. And when you have lots of photographers are here today, actually, it can become quite an expensive endeavor. Auto Addiction is there, of course, filming the famous YouTube corner. Let's not end up on his channel for the bad reasons. Although publication of crashes is not allowed, and moreover, since this year I saw that publication of crashes in VLN, even if you have a media license, is not allowed unless you get permission from them, and if you do it regardless, you get a €2,500 fine and immediate ban from future events. So they're quite strict in that. Thank you, Niels. Yeah, I'm getting more enthusiastic, so we start driving a bit faster, which we shouldn't be doing, but it just comes natural, getting everything back. And there will be a separate video because on Monday it should be dry, but most importantly, the car will be driven in. Let's get the car, let the car behind us pass. The car will be driven in, and I will have more control over it. And I want to do a proper video explaining, giving my first impressions of the car, because right now I'm kind of all over the place, talking about the first lap, about the car, about me driving, trying to remember how to drive, how to heel and toe, how to left foot brake, etc. So yeah, we're approaching the end of the lap. Oh, of course, it's the Ring Mini behind us, the very fast. Here it starts raining, so we take it extra easy through here. And even him, one of the fastest cars on track that you will encounter, is not that fast that he usually would be, because taking it easy on his first lap. Ah no, it's his pickup Mini. Amazing.
Die. This is so cool.
And there we have it. Our first lap of the year. Or this, or kiss, or I don't know. What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah. Starts raining, so just in time for our first lap of the year. Two things I wanted to mention. So about the Ring Mini, he only goes out when it's wet, but maybe in the pickup also when it's dry. The fastest car out there in the wet. And here, for people who are planning on coming the first time on track, when you pass the gantry, this Audi sign over there, slow down to, like I'm driving now already 60, but like maximum 120, even 100 kilometers per hour. Because you want to cool down the car after your lap, because your brakes are hot, your car is hot. Give it some extra space and time to cool down the brakes, so you don't end up overcooking your brakes, your engine, leaking coolant all over the car park. And in summer as well, because quite often you end up having here a traffic jam, and therefore, yeah, you need to go immediately on the brakes, and that can cause a lot of stress for your car. And absolutely do not try to accelerate on the straight and see how fast you can go, because you need to overcompensate for your lack of going through the corners, if that might be the case. So take it easy and smoothly. There we have Adrian, the last B-roll. I guess now we can go eat pancakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
One last thing about people asking, so is Nürburgring going to change the car park then to make it bigger, to make the exit situation? Yes, but it's not that simple, because the land around it is owned by private people who at this point do not really want to sell it. So that's the reason why the car park entrance exit has been the same for, well, for quite some time. All right, let's park up, get our pancakes, and then later do a couple of more laps, I guess, because that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
Are you doing one more with me later?
Probably.
Cool. Maybe more than one?
We'll see.
Because your plan was to go have a nap.
We'll see.
Well, and for you guys, hope you enjoyed the first lap. It was kind of all over the place, but that's how I felt. Don't judge me too hard on the driving, etc. I don't care about critique, but honestly, use this as an example, because you literally, first of all, have nothing to prove, and most importantly, you have the whole season ahead of you. So when you come here, always buy at least 2 laps. Don't be one lap hero. Do one to enjoy, to see how it is, and the second one, you can potentially go faster if you want to, but even that is not necessary. So see you on track, or on the channel, of course, in tomorrow's video. Let's go.
Bye bye.